What's going on, Leo? Oh, that's a lot of energy. Welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling as having an energetic week so far. Yeah, that was big. Let's go. Let's get into it. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Leo, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Yourself has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. Because it's a general energy weekly spread. Yeah, Leo, this is going to be, I'm feeling this is going to be a great one. And, oof. Oh, with this is what happens when I go off script. with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation. Okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Oh, hold on, Leo. Let me get this candle lit real quick. Get some fire in this place. Oh, so I almost forgot where I was at, Leo. I was about to use some profanity. And getting it together, Leo. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Leo, if you can't tell. Now, Leo, I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we'll get some details with the tarot, which I might be switching up this one here soon, Leo, so some exciting stuff going to be coming on the mix. But, these readings that I do, stay on script, Justin, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. Also down below some links for some other readers that like watching links, so definitely check them out. Very intuitive group. I think you'd enjoy them. Let's get to your first card here. Oh, and look at you honing your craft there, Leo, because you got the 9th card of Capricorn, which is the Master card. And with this card, this is a card of discipline, working smart, focus, structure, teaching, training, conquer, overcome, controlled, learning a skill, in the flow, authoritarian, and commanding presence. And the energy that's coming through here, Leo, is the structure. And I feel that for some, maybe if we're in this idea, it feels like for some that if you've been really kind of in your creative flow as of late, because, with your ruler being in Libra for the next, for the next 30 days, this is a really outside of your sign, being with sun being in Leo. This is a very artistic placement for the sun. Libra is Venus ruled, and they all have to do with that art, that beauty, that aesthetics. So this is a great energy for you to get that creativity and really bring it into balance, to give it form, give it structure. So maybe you've been working on some kind of, maybe you've been feeling just like inspired as of late, maybe you've been, let's say for example, if you've had like a bunch of like maybe like a little ditty stuck in your head, and it's just been something that's been on repeat, maybe just put it like a little voice memo of it, and then maybe you can build off of that later. You don't have to be an expert musician to maybe build something off of, and then maybe you run into someone who can do something with that, start doing some co-creation, because Libra's all about that one-on-one relationships there, Leo. Or maybe you've been working in a garden, let's say, or you got some plants and you want to expand. Maybe you can start like maybe get some people around your neighborhood, maybe start like a community thing, or maybe even partner with someone who has maybe a bigger plot of land. You're bringing the plants, you're bringing the plants and the beauty. They got the foundation, and you kind of build something together there. Who knows what that's looking like there, Leo? Maybe we're doing something with houses. Who knows, like how you can express that you've been wanting to paint and you don't feel like you can create. Let's say like just like a traditional painting, maybe you're going around painting houses. Maybe someone wants to freshen up a room in their place, or maybe you want to do something like that, Leo. It's just like I feel like it's taking that abstract and creative flow that you have and grounding that thing, Leo, and just bringing more beauty and more just surrounding this just your energy, you and everyone I feel like around you, with this new fresh inspiration, this new, because I feel like, when we are in that creative space and we start doing that stuff, Leo, this like invites others to get into this it inspires others to get into that space as well. There's someone that's not too far down the block from where I'm at. They're painting their house this really kind of real pretty, like almost like lavender color in a sense, and it looks real nice. I was just like, oh, that'd be nice, kind of add a little fresh color around somewhere here, just like little things like that, Leo. But and if this is not maybe like an artistic type of thing, maybe this is like getting maybe like a business idea, giving that some structure, possibly if you've been wanting to start like a side hustle, maybe starting up your own business, possibly, or maybe even just in general, maybe things have been feeling a little all over the place for you, Leo. Maybe life has been a little disorderly, and the universe is kind of asking you again, with your ruler being in Libra, just to bring a little more balance, a little more harmony, and to kind of maybe we're doing some decluttering, just something to kind of clear out the discord and bring just a little more balance into the mix there, Leo. But let's find out what's going on here. Let's get some tarot and get some details. Thank you. All right, Leo. Let's see what's going on here. Interesting. All right, small little reversal storm here. That's a little aggressive. Because you have the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Cups, the Five of Coins, the Three of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Death card in reverse. And then we have the Ten of Swords upright here. And this is quite a bit, Leo, because maybe for some, maybe we just went through something here not too long ago. I like where the Three of Swords is at, as far as this one being in reverse, because I feel like this isn't like we're entertaining the idea of doing some type of healing here, but I feel like maybe something in the past, maybe something had happened that sort of shook your foundation in a sense. It it almost feels like that, like a tower moment was just kind of brought up on you, like really kind of like usually tower moments are kind of surprising anyway, but this one really felt like maybe this one kind of really rocked you a little bit. Maybe we had a disagreement with someone, or maybe a situation didn't quite go as planned, or just like just it feels like maybe just the structure or the foundation has just completely fallen beneath you there, and we're not sure. It's like we know. I feel like with the Three of Swords being in reverse here, and even this energy being here, it's like even though we know we're going through this type of stuff right now, it's like we know we want to heal, but it's just like maybe we're not sure how to go about this thing yet. It's like the energies are just been kind of low as of late, and we've just been sort of just kind of stuck a little bit. Not been feeling as inspired or as passionate or as just as driven as normal. And I feel like with the Knight of Coins being here, that usually he's the slowest knight of the deck. Slowest knight of the knights. But I feel like with him being in reverse too, it's like the energies are trying to kind of push you a little bit to kind of get you back on track. Death card being in reverse, we need to kind of change this thing up a little bit, and it could start with Leo. However this might be translating, it can start with something as simple as maybe just check and see how your space is. Have things been has it been real dark in your place? Because I feel like yours is one that needs that kind of light in your place in order for your energies to really kind of revitalize and to feel good. Maybe we've had the curtains drawn. See how this girl's kind of peeking back here, and it's just like, look at you, Leah, looking all kind of scary. Maybe people have been wanting to come to you, kind of help, but it's just like, ooh, not yet. But maybe just doing like little things like that, maybe doing some rearranging, like maybe getting in the practice when you're getting up, just like making your bed, maybe going for a walk, getting some fresh air, maybe if we've been kind of like isolating ourselves, maybe this is just like hitting up a friend. Maybe you had a couple nights spent in trying to reach out to you, you haven't been wanting to share your stuff, and just kind of talk about this thing, whatever this is. It's just like, or you don't even got to talk about it. Maybe just being out amongst some company could just do wonders to just kind of, again, get some normalcy back. No, I feel like no one, especially depending on how this Ten of Swords may have translated, I feel like no one, reasonably should expect you to just like snap back and just be on again, Leo, because that's where I feel like Leo energy can do that. Like when you need to turn it on, bet I feel like a Leo can bring it, but that is tiring. Like when you're just expected to be that sunlight all the time. But the thing too, Leo, the nice thing about the Ten of Swords is I feel like where the sun always, is usually showing the sun rising, even in these tough kind of times. And I feel like Leo energy is one that even I feel like when, and I don't feel like in not like a pretending type of place, excuse me. I feel like Leo energy can, especially like in like I'm thinking like a moon placement, or if you have like a lot of Leo in your chart, even at your lowest, you can still kind of find ways to kind of bring that like a smile to your face, or even maybe to someone else's face. So there's usually that optimism, that enthusiasm for life. I feel like it would take a lot to really kind of bring you down and just keep you down. But the being ruled by the sun, you're just your energy, Leo. You're just like you are just literally energy, and it's like it might just be taking it, maybe that might be something too. Maybe some of us been kind of like even just kind of thinking with the Knight of Coins. Maybe some of us been trying to force this thing along, trying to get this thing, just force the energies. But it's just like maybe it's just like we definitely need to get it moving, but just like, take it slow at first, baby steps. And then as you start to get back into this groove, the goal is just to get back to normal again. And then we can get to like where we're just elated and, bubbly and effervescent and just, doing the Leo gig, and just like, just bringing it there, Leo. But, all right, Leo. I'm going to leave that there. All right, let's get some tea. Let's get a little bit more on this. Because I'll tell you what, Leo, I have a lot of Leo in my chart, I had a whole stack. And even at my lowest, I remember telling some of my friends, because that was usually kind of like my sort of way to distract myself, was to hang out and kind of go party with some people. And I remember even saying that even at my lowest, it was just like, I'm kind of like a low-key optimist. But and I feel you feel like that, even, and it's different for everyone, Leo, but it is possible, it's even when you hit that rock bottom, the only way is to go up from there. That's let that be in a weird way. Hopefully that brings a little bit of comfort there. But let's talk about this next card here, because you got the ninth card of Aries, a little bit of heat for you, which is Shield card. And with this card, this is a card of defensive, protect, support, safeguard, block, guardian, stand up for, being prepared, heroic, stronghold, security, ward off unwanted energies, be on guard, and withstand. So the energy that's coming through here is the block, and a little bit of the protect is kind of coming through here, Leo. So maybe for some, maybe this, I almost feel like that maybe with whatever this Ten of Swords is that is happening, maybe for some, if this was like maybe a person that may betrayed us, or maybe like a situation had, it almost, I feel like there's a need to like kind of block this energy out in a sense, kind of build some boundaries and protect your energies. Because I feel like if you got something that, I'm almost getting like this cyclical energy that's sort of coming through. This is something that maybe there's been, I'm getting like a mix of like a Five of Cups and like a, almost even like a Wheel of Fortune in a sense, where it's just like, it's like maybe for some we've been just kind of playing the same old dance for some, or maybe find ourselves in the same old type of situation, and there's just a need to just kind of block this stuff out, because it's just, I feel like it's just going to, because nothing is changing in a sense. And I feel that, because this could be, maybe there's a situation with love, or someone that we may hold kind of near and dear to your heart, maybe there, Leo. And I feel like that can maybe be a little difficult maybe to block out like someone. I feel like someone, especially if it's kind of real close here, just because that I feel like, Leo energy is fixed energy and you rule the heart, Leo. And I feel like that even kind of getting like a Six of Cups vibes where maybe it's we want to kind of hoping that maybe like a situation's changed, maybe it's a partner, a friend, a family member, and if things aren't changing in this relationship or in this dynamic, or this could even be something too where maybe even like certain like work situations, like maybe we have certain people who it's like they maybe even tend to like bring down the vibe, or maybe even try to get you wrapped up in something, and there's a need to just kind of distance yourself there, Leo. Just again, just kind of block out this energy and just work on your structure, work on your foundation, really kind of discipline yourself as far as like putting these putting these figures maybe to the side, or however this may be kind of translating here, Leo. I'm kind of getting like even like a seven of wands here, but let me get some tarot on this and get some details. Hmm. Hmm. There's that Six of Cups. Huh? Alright, Leo. Thank you. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, so you have the Page of Coins upright here, Leo. And then you have the Six of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the World card here in reverse. And I kind of feel like with this here, Leo, again, there's this sort of like this cyclical energy of where we're just kind of stuck in something. And I feel like that if we don't block out whatever this energy is, like it's something that's going to keep you stuck. And this might be, it's like in order for us to start something, start anew, to build a different foundation here, almost in the sense like kind of, it almost feels like that the universe is kind of asking you to kind of force your own tower moment, kind of take charge and bring this change. But because there's something here, I feel like that we're clinging on from the past here that's kind of holding us back in a sense, that's no longer, maybe once upon a time, maybe it brought this sense of happiness, this sense of fulfillment, this togetherness, this thing, but something has, it's like a dynamic has shifted in a sense, and it's just like it's starting to just lower your vibration. And if that's the case there, Leo, again, it might be tough just because, there might be this history there, but it's something that I feel like is going to be necessary to your growth in the long run. And you do where I get where we want to kind of, keep this almost like, soul tribe or even family in a sense together. There's something that I think I'm gonna get a little bit more on this Ten of Cups here, because this can be like a card of this, like your happy home, your happy family. It's just like there's, yeah. Let me get a little bit more on that, Leo. See what that's going on there. Alright, so the Ten of Cups is clarified by the King of Cups in reverse, and then you have the Moon and the Two of Wands upright. And I feel like that, for some, it's like we're just kind of stuck between which way to go and what to do, and as far as like what that means, again, it's just like with the King of Cups, there is this deep feelings that the King of Cups has for everyone. His love really does run very deep. But this almost even feels like that we need to kind of there's because he is a card of emotional wisdom, and I feel that when the King of Cups is being taken advantage of, or it's seeing through. It's like I almost feel like that this King of Cups is almost taking your emotions aside in the sense of like this this nostalgia, or this, whatever the Six of Cups energy is bringing, that's keeping that anchor there, and seeing through what is truly going on here. Because both the King of Cups and, the Moon is Pisces energy, and the King of Cups for me is Pisces as well. And the thing with Pisces energy is that sometimes there can be trouble with boundaries, and or again, where it can be tough, to maybe start this thing and kind of move on, maybe without this, initial kind of whatever the support was, or something along those lines. It feels like it's going to be necessary to the overall structure of your being there, Leo. But and keep in mind too, just because if we need to, kind of protect our energies and maybe blocking energy for a little while, that doesn't mean that it's going to be blocked out forever. But it just might be at this time where the vibrations have just gotten, we're on just different wavelengths, and that's not saying that anyone is better than the other one. It's just what it is, just the energies, and I feel like with the King of Cups being there, it is making peace with that as well. And I feel like that's where that real kind of sense of like that emotional wisdom kind of settles in as well, and because usually the King of Cups is like thrown on an ocean, and he has to be careful about just jumping in at every old thing that kind of comes up here. But this King of Cups, he's lives in the ocean, and so I feel like there's even a deeper, there's a real solid understanding that even in the depths of this stuff, like he's protecting his heart at the end of the day. That pearl is precious to him. So, all right, Leo. Let's get a little more tea. Let's get your last card. Thank you. All right, Leo. So you have the seventh card of Sagittarius, which is the White Rabbit card. And with this card, this is a card of spark of curiosity, gnosis, spiritual awakening. It's time, heeding the call, research it, inner knowing, dark to light, going down the rabbit hole, and waking from the dream. An energy that's coming through here, Leo, is the it's time. And I mean, it may be time, Leo. It's time to make a move. And whatever this is looking like for you, Leo, just because this energy that's come through this way, that doesn't mean that you have to. I would never tell you what to do, Leo. You got to trust what your heart feels like, and what your gut is telling you, And if it doesn't feel like it's time, it's just like, okay, well then what does that look like? I feel that you can, if we're choosing to kind of stay in this energy, I do feel like that, making sure that there is this, this blocking energy is, we're protecting our energies regardless of whatever decisions that you decide to make there. But, and I almost don't, I just feel like it's not even time for you to necessarily it's like you have to do this. Tarot's not meant to be there to tell you to do anything, but it just, I feel like it's, maybe we've been kind of on defense about how we're feeling about something, or what actions we want to take, and it's time to stick to something and kind of stay to something. Otherwise, we're just going to keep perpetuating this problem and staying stuck in a cycle. And then instead of moving on to the next chapter and seeing how that translates, because then maybe something else, some further things progress and gives you a little bit more clarity, gives you taking action there. But, the Ace of Wands, that's that divine energy, as far as like, what are we going to do in there? Are we going to, because something does feel like it's sapping away from, possibly our resources as well. The coins can deal with finances, but, it can deal with more than that. It can affect your manifestation. It can deal with your health. It can deal with a number of things, just like any sort of earthly matter. That's what the coins cover. So, all right, let's get a little bit more on this, Leo. Let's get some tarot. Finish this thing up here. Alright, Leo, last little bit here. And I like that. So you have the Knight of Wands, the Devil, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Six of Cups, or excuse me, Six of Coins upright. And let's switch back over here, Leo. Because I mean, I do like this Devil being in reverse. You know that this shows us that at least I feel like however we're going through this thing, it's like we're kind of persevering here. You know, we're making sure to block our energies and trying to keep. Because it feels like whatever this is, it's just like it's really kind of taking away from your cups there, Leo. It's really just kind of depleting that well of yours, and yeah, because it's like let's even think you got three knights here and there. Yeah, they're all just kind of kicking in reverse. We're all not quite sure what's going on there, and I just feel that however we are going about this thing, just making sure that there is that equal kind of give and take there, Leo, that reciprocity that is going on there. You know, that we're taking, that we're not just giving and giving and giving and giving. You know, that we take some time and again just kind of fill up our cups. Otherwise, that's interesting that you got the Devil here with their ruler Saturn, because Saturn is ruled by or this is Capricorn, the Devil. Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. And actually Saturn's in Pisces right now, which is very interesting too. So I feel like there's this energy of maybe doing some kind of spiritual work there, Leo. I feel like too, maybe this is something that can kind of help you, to get your energies back in balance with the Six of Coins. Maybe doing some meditation, maybe doing some, because the Knight of Wands, he's very passionate, very creative. He always, this is your card for me. This is not some Leo energy here, and maybe if we're getting into that like kind of like creative flow, maybe channeling these feelings in a sense and putting them out in some sort of way. This can kind of even help, I feel like, maybe get some clarity as far as like the directions that you need to take, maybe with the Two of Wands being here, in order to get that happiness back, to get that structure, get this, just get the vibrations right there, Leo. But just be cautious. I feel like even though the Devil's in reverse, it's like even though we may have eyes on something like that, we just want to be careful about possible regression, and just kind of doing like a relapse energy there. But I do like that I do feel like we are persevering and we're keeping strong through this, even though it may not feel good at first. I feel like that or it's like it just, but I feel like it's going to feel better than where we were initially kind of operating, where we were kind of focusing elsewhere, as opposed to just kind of channeling within there, Leo. So, alrighty. I think I'm going to leave that there. Interesting reading there, Leo. But if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. And share this, Leo, because I feel like that it is important, to make sure that you're safeguarding your energies, and that I was actually watching something, someone, talking about, they were talking about Leo rising, but it was just talking about Leo energy in general, and that there's this, sometimes like, and I can see that, where Leo energy can want to be, bring out the fun in others, to be that thing that they like, and then to kind of take on that role in a sense, and just to kind of be the ones that bring in that sunlight in order to keep everyone else kind of uplifted. But it's just like, who's keeping the sun uplifted, And that's because that's a tall order, not everyone can handle that. So I feel like, take that time for you, Leo. If you notice someone who's just maybe kind of just giving and not quite getting that, again, that reciprocity with the Six of Coins, share this with them, Leo. And then subscribe there, you King Cups. Hit that bell button to get notified on all these videos each week. And then last little bit, if you got any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Charity, friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, even when they're Pisces. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Leo. Look at that. All your aces are in reverse here. You got the Ace of Swords here, Leo. And I feel like right now it's just like maybe this, I feel like right now it's just like maybe for some things just don't make sense. Just like how did we kind of get to this little reversal storm, and that the progress showed, and it's very interesting, how the structure kind of got off balance there. And but I do feel that if we kind of just sort of sit with this again, sort of do some reflection on this, Leo, that this clarity would come, or at least just like the energy, like as far as where we need to go from here, will go next, because it just feels like that. I'm just looking at this interesting how this yarn is just all knotted up in a ball here, and it's just like we're getting ready to cut through that and just sort of like just kind of sit with this, like kind of focus on you for a little while there, Leo. Or just make sure that we're taking that balance of focusing on ourselves. But let me get your oracle card here so I can get you out of here. Interesting. I like that, Leo. So you got the 32nd card here, which is the here and now card. And that's where I feel like we're, right now, I think there is an energy of needing to be present, because I like this, because you got this card here, like that's got these arrows. You got the past here, you got the future here, and this is where I feel like we need to be right now, Leo, just to be present, and not really worry about where we're going. Just do some healing right now. Figure out what's going on with you. And I love these little hearts that are coming around this little girl here. Giving doing yourself, filling up your cups. The Ace of Cups being here, doing some healing with the Three of Swords, even being in reverse, and just kind of processing all this stuff, Leo. And I feel that there's a lot of clarity in the present moment. And if we pay attention to here and now, then like that divine clarity, divine knowledge here with the Ace of Swords, everything will just start to click together. We'll get our head and our heart in alignment here with both this Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, and I feel that's a good combination for the King of Swords. So I feel like he's a real good mix of head and heart balance. And then we'll figure out what to do from there, Leo, where to channel that energy. So I like that. So I think I'm going to leave that there. But you stay safe out there, Leo. Make sure to protect your energies, get your structure back in time, or back in line, because it's time. Especially if you've been feeling out of whack here, okay? You raise your vibration through the roof. Because this is a lot. There's a lot to process here, and it's just a cycle here, Leo. We're at the world. You're at the tail end of this thing here. We've reached the world in reverse. We're trying to figure out where to go from here, and then we'll start all over again as the Fool and get on to that next chapter. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.